Hello everyone! This is a step-by-step tutorial on how to make a guardian farm in Minecraft. Each step is gonna be divided into parts. You can find the timestamp in the description if you want to skip to those. Now let's get started. This is a guardian. They spawn inside the boundary of an ocean monument. Ocean monuments are Minecraft structures found in the ocean. To make a guardian farm, you need to build it inside its boundary. It is 58 by 58 blocks wide and is 23 blocks tall, with the lowest point starting from Y level 39 up to Y level 61. So everything inside this cube here is the boundary of the ocean monument. Knowing where the guardian spawn is the first step in making the farm. You can find an ocean monument in deep ocean biomes or its variants. They're pretty easy to spot since the top part of the monument is glowing. Even if you're on a boat, you'll spot it right away. And if you get too close, you will definitely know you're near one. If you prefer, there's also some external applications you can use to find monuments, like Chunkbase.com. It's a website with lots of different features, but the one that we're going to be using is the seed map, as you can see here. Then just get your seed from your world and pick the version your world is currently at, and now your seed will load down here. Then just filter out what you want to find here. I've already highlighted biomes and monument. Then now you can see the mini icons of the ocean monuments in this map over here. Then all you need to do is to click the monument on where you want to do your guardian farm, and you'll get the exact coordinates of it. And with that, you're good to go. To clear an ocean monument, we need to kill the 3 elder guardians inside. They are found inside these 3 locations here. But before that, preparations are needed. First, you will need to brew some potion of water breathing. And to do that, first place some nether wart, then a pufferfish, and there. Now we have some water breathing potions. Then to make it even better, you can use redstone to extend the duration to 8 minutes. If you don't have any resources to make the potions, you can also make use of doors. If we place doors underwater, there's gonna be a space here where you can breathe in. Simple Minecraft logic. Now we are ready to enter the monument. Make sure you are properly geared up, since guardians will start attacking when you get near them. Now we can drink the potion, dive into the entrance, and find the elder guardians to kill them. The interior is like a maze, so it's pretty hard to navigate. And they're also different with each monument you find. And because of the mining fatigue, you can't just mine your way through the walls here. But soon you will find the elder guardian, and now you can kill them. Another way to clear a monument is to blast your way through to get to the elder guardians, using TNT. Just grab some blocks, a redstone block, and TNT. Then we go directly above where the elder guardians are. I'm currently in creative, so none of the guardians are attacking me. But anyway, what you need to do is just to place the blocks like this, 2 blocks high, place the TNT inside, then the redstone block. And after that, the TNT will explode and open up a way inside where you can find where's the elder guardian. Since you're doing this in survival, make sure to dodge the guardian's attacks while doing this. After killing the 3 elder guardians, you won't get any mining fatigue anymore, and the monument is successfully cleared. Now for the longest and grindiest part of making a guardian farm. Draining all of the water in the ocean monument. One of the ways to do it is by using sand and sponges. To do this, you need to gather a lot of sand. Gravel also works if you have them, as well as red sand. Then the sponges. You can actually find them inside ocean monuments, but it's not 100%. Some can have one or more rooms that have a lot of sponges like this one, which you can easily get using a hoe. Also, before you get started, it will be better to brew a potion of invisibility. It's not really required, but it will make things easier and safer if you have access to it. All you need is netherwort, golden carrot, and fermented spider eye. Then redstone dust to extend the duration. When invisible, make sure you're only wearing one piece of armor or less. If you're wearing 2 or more pieces of armor, mobs can still see you even if invisible, so take caution. And also, remove all of the kelp in the ocean monument. They're gonna give you problems when you start placing the sand, so do that immediately. Now to start placing the sand. So first, go into the corner of the ocean monument, then start placing a sand and tower up until the top of the water. Then we need to wall up the entire ocean monument with sand. So what we're going to do is just place the sand like this. And since sand is a gravity block, you can place them all from the top without having to go all the way to the bottom all the time. And now, to wall up the entire area, which is gonna be something like this. Keep in mind that the wall of sand is already about 82 stacks of sand. So that's a lot. Next up is to divide this massive body of water into grids with the sand again. So something like this. And now to do the entire area. Now that the entire area has been gridded out, we can now start making use of these sponges to drain the water. And we're gonna do it one grid at a time, which is why we did this. The way to do this is that you place a block over here, then place the sponge beside it, which will drain the water. Then below the sponge, place 2 blocks, then the sponge again. Then keep doing that until you drain all of the water inside the grid. And there we go. Pretty simple, right? So now you just need to do that on all of the spaces here. If you have run out of dry sponges, just collect all of the wet sponges and put them in a furnace to smelt them up. You can also just go to the nether and place your sponges on the ground to instantly dry them up. With all of the water now drained, you can now remove all of the sand inside the boundary. With an efficiency 5 shovel, you can just instantly mine all of the sand. You can also make use of the torch method. If you try to remove this block and then instantly place the torch after you remove it, you can do this. It's not very hard to do and it's more efficient since you won't use up the durability of your shovel. There's still water inside the monument itself though, so you still have to drain it. Then after doing that, you can now destroy the entire monument and you now have a blank canvas to work on the guardian farm. This method is a massive grind and will take a lot of your time. And from my estimates, it will probably take you around 6 double chests full of sand to completely drain out the ocean monument. The good thing is, you can still retrieve all of the sand after the project is done, but it is still grindy nonetheless. Now for another method in draining the water, which is actually my preferred method. It's faster, less grindier, in my opinion, but the materials are not easy to get in the early game. We're gonna use what people call an ocean sweeper. To explain it briefly, an ocean sweeper can sweep the ocean and delete the water very quickly. The sweeper is a redstone contraption that we need to build. So, preparations. You will need a bunch of materials for the ocean sweeper. There's gonna be a bunch of redstone components of course, but the material you will need a ton of are the slime and honey blocks. Luckily, you can make a farm for both of these items. These are the materials you will need to build the ocean sweeper. Before we get started on building it, first we need to get rid of the monument itself. This is where the invisibility potion comes in handy. And if you have a helmet with aqua affinity, a haste 2 beacon, you can instantly mine all of the blocks in the ocean monument, except for sea lanterns. You can actually just start mining like this from the get-go if you prefer. But when I usually do this, I drain all of the water in the interior first using sponges, then mine up all of the interior blocks until the inside is hollow like this. And afterwards, I can just mine out the exterior like so. You can do whichever method you like to do as long as you remove the entirety of the monument. With the monument now cleared, we can now start building the ocean sweeper. The ocean sweeper I'm gonna be building is designed by Raceworks. The link is in the description. You should definitely watch his video if you want to know more about how the sweeper works. Okay, let's start. I'm gonna build it somewhere over here, but you can build this in any direction you want. Just make sure to build the lowest block of the machine, a block above the floor of the monument. Okay, so first, place a solid block here, then 11 honey blocks on top of it. Then place a sticky piston facing like this. Then on top of the sticky piston, place 10 more honey blocks. Then same as before, place a sticky piston facing this way. Then 9 more honey blocks above the sticky piston. Then on top of here, place a regular piston facing this way, which has a 1 block space here. Then on top of the honey block, place a block of redstone. Then we're going to be repeating the same thing, but this time, we're going to be using slime blocks. So just like that, but we're also going to be adding an observer block that's facing this way, which is just 1 block above this sticky piston here, and the back of the observer is facing this slime block here. Then on top of here, we're going to be doing the same thing, but this time this will be facing that way. Now I'm going to be repeating the same thing over here until it reaches the end over there, which is going to be the other end of the sweeper. And it's gonna look something like this. This is the thing that will sweep out all of the water in its way. So next up, we're going to do the part that makes this thing move. So first, at the back of these pistons over here, I'm going to be placing 6 honey blocks. Then next up, I'm going to be placing 6 slime blocks. Then I'm going to go back to the honey blocks. Then slime blocks again. Then I'm going to do the same thing until I reach the end over there. After that, place some pistons over here, which is gonna be facing this way, and another one next to it. One piston should be in line with the slime block, then the other one to the honey block, with 1 block space in between them. Behind the pistons, place 7 slime blocks, then another 7 honey blocks. Then at the end of the honey blocks here, place 2 pistons, which should be in line with the honey block and the slime block over here. Then place an observer block that's facing this way, and a solid block behind it. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side like this. With this setup, all of this, starting from here until there, are now connected. But we still need to connect the entire machine where we can push the entire thing here all at the same time in one single point. And now that's also done. And with this setup that I have done, they are now connected to this single point over here. Now it's time to do the last part. So over here, place some pistons again, facing this way. Then at the back, place some slime block. Then an observer block facing that way and another solid block here. Then over here, place a sticky piston with a slime block. Then on top of the slime block, place a redstone block. Then over here, this is just some temporary blocks. I'm gonna place a piston over here facing this way. And now I'm going to remove the temporary blocks. And now, we're all done. The ocean sweeper machine is complete. Now when this machine gets pushed, it will trigger a chain reaction pushing all of the other ones over here, and then they will then push the entire ocean sweeper, moving it one block forward. But before we get to that, there's still something we need to do. So obviously, we need to remove all of the kelp in the way. This is important because the kelp blocks might get in the way with the observers in the machine. Then we need to dig up some space where the machine will be going. So this one over here needs to be digged out. No blocks should be in the way of the machine since it will break it. And like that, all of the space has been cleared out. There are monuments where they generate in spots where they don't need this much digging. This is just a very unfortunate spot. Also, there needs to be a 1 block gap here just like this, since we don't want the machine to stick to any blocks beside it as well. Then lastly, at the edge of our machine here, place some dirt block like this. It needs to match up directly to the sweeper like this. Then on the dirt block itself, place some sugarcane, which we need to tower up until the top of the ocean like this. And do that on all of the dirt. So now we have this. And I've also done it to the other side as well. You can see that the sugarcane isn't waterlogged. So this is gonna be helpful since this will actually be how the water will stop forming in the monument once the machine starts moving. This works because sugarcane isn't waterlogged and doesn't stick to slime or honey. Now we can actually start using the sweeper. The setup I've done here is actually a manual one. By that I mean I can make the thing move only one at a time instead of just activating it once and have it move continuously until the end by just having a stopper over there. And the reason I did it like that is because I'm very paranoid when it comes to flying machines. So this is just basically my own preference. Anyway, to make this thing move, I just need to place a block beside this sticky piston here. So now I just need to keep doing this until we have drained the entire water in the boundary of the ocean monument. And here's a time lapse of the ocean sweeper doing its thing. For only about 5 minutes, all the water has been drained, just like that. So now the monument is totally cleared out. It is now ready for building a guardian farm. Also, this is very important. Make sure that you don't get rid of the sugar canes on both sides here. And that's because if you do that, yep, all of your hard work will be deleted. The same thing will happen if you remove the ocean sweeper. So please just avoid doing that. If you really want to remove them because they're an eyesore, you can just wall up the entire boundary first before doing it. Now we have drained the ocean monument of all its water. Now it's time to build the guardian farm. I'm gonna be building something of my own design. It's not totally original as it is as basic as it can get. It is also easy to build, so I'm gonna show how to build it. Here's the materials you will need for the farm. I'm gonna be building 2 spawning areas for the guardians. One here and over here. So from here, which is the center of the monument, I'm gonna be building 5 blocks going here. Then build 5 blocks on this side. Then 6 blocks on this side. Then 11 more over here. Then another 11. And connect it to the end over here. So now we have a 12 by 12 area. And now I've also done it on the other side. So this will be the size of the spawning area on each module here. Next, we're gonna be doing the killing chamber. Inside this space here, we need to dig down 5 blocks down. If there's water, just drain them and close off the area. Next, we need to dig a 4x4 hole in the center over here. And then dig down 3 more blocks below. And now we have this. Next, we're gonna be placing some hoppers. Make sure that it's facing the center over here. And then go down here and place the hoppers like this. All of them facing that way. Then above the hoppers, place some soul campfire. Next, we grab our glass panes and place them like this. Like so. Then at the corners over here, place water in all of them. And this is how we will funnel all of the guardians that will fall here into the center with all of the campfires. Then we grab our fence gates and we're gonna be placing them 4 blocks above the ground here, over here. And we're gonna place the fence gates all around this level, like this. Also, don't forget to open all of the fence gates. And now, the killing chamber is complete. So next up, we're gonna be building the water tank where the guardians will spawn. On one of the corners of our module here, we're gonna tower up for 22 blocks including this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. And do that on all corners. Then next, we're gonna fill up the rest of the wall with glass so we can see the inside of the tank afterwards. Next up, we need to fill up this space with water. And fortunately, we only need to do that on the topmost layer. And in order to do that, first place some slabs on this level. And with the slabs now in place, get your water and fill up the water like this on this side. Then place them on this other side as well. This will then completely fill up the entire space with water. Then we get rid of all of the slabs we placed. Then you can see all of the water will start flowing down. Next up is to put a ceiling on the tank using slabs. Not only does this prevent guardians from jumping out of the tank by having the water not directly above sunlight, the rates of the guardians will actually improve as well. And now, the spawning tank is complete. And I've also replicated this on the other side as well. You can also see that the guardians have also started spawning, which shows that the farm is working. Oh, hi there. This is Shira from the future, and I'm just here to inform you that you should replace all slabs used as ceiling into solid blocks. After I was finished with the video, I was wondering why the rates were a lot slower than I had hoped. But after I replaced all of the slabs with full solid blocks, they suddenly started spawning a lot quicker. Anyway, back to the video. Next, we're gonna do the storage for the farm. So first, I'm just gonna dig down here and navigate my way toward the hoppers that I made earlier, which is at Y level 29. So I just had to dig 11 blocks down. Then on the hoppers over here, first remove the blocks over here. Then just place some transparent blocks like glass. Then below the glass, place your chests like this. Give yourself more space for your chests. Then once that's done, add more chests like this. And more over here. Behind the chests, place the hoppers like this. And now all of the loot will be funneled towards the bottom chests here. After doing the same thing on the other side, you can now just place some ladders so that you can go up and down the storage area. Finally, we need to make the AFK spot. So from here, we need to tower very high up. We can make use of these scaffolding blocks, and we need to place exactly 115 of these. And by doing that, we will be exactly at Y level 155. Then after that, just build up a glass platform over here, like so. Then don't forget to put slabs 2 blocks above you like this. This is to prevent the phantoms from spawning while we are AFK in this platform. And now that we are standing on our AFK spot, we can see how much guardians are spawning down here. And just to explain how this farm works, we are actually making use of how the guardians behave in water. Guardians tend to swim around when in water, but whenever they are not moving, as you can see here, they just slowly fall down. And when they do, they will get funneled towards the center where the campfires are and slowly get killed. The hoppers will then collect all of the loot and store them in the chests. It's also possible to make a few tweaks to this if you want. For example, you can replace some of the ceiling here with dispensers like this, which is gonna look something like this. Then place water buckets inside them. After connecting all of the dispensers with redstone, you can now just press the button here to turn on the farm. And now you can just switch the farm on and off whenever you like. You can also change the killing chamber to just have the guardians fall to their deaths, which is gonna look something like this. To kill the guardians with fall damage, they need to fall at least 32 blocks deep. Guardians will also die faster with this method, as they instantly die when they fall. We also had to move the AFK down a little bit, and this one is on Y level 125. And because we're lower, we will potentially have to light up some caves that is within the 128 spawning radius from the player, if you want to improve the rates of the farm. So it is up to you how you want this farm to work. And with that, we now have a working guardian farm. And now you can start building your own guardian farm in your world. And that is the end of this tutorial. Hopefully, it has been helpful to you guys. Leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. And I'll see you when I see you.